Looks like it's you and me. Or should I say you and you?
How did you get a copy of my body?
I got that sample of your hair and let the machine do its will.
You're a sick fuck.
I told you, I never wanted anything but a woman, and it looks like I'm always going to have one with me now, and I'll be thinking of you at all times.
Why are you trying to take over Brainia?
Why not? I've realized the people of your planet do a very horrible job of monitoring their security systems.
I thought you just wanted a woman.
I did, but now I can have a bunch of them at once if I want, including you. Why would you jump in front of me?
Because I was called a loser.
Because I was called a winner.
Don't you remember when I tossed you out? Don't delude yourself into thinking someone as weak as you could harm me. Where'd he go?
I wasn't looking.
You were too busy trying to save me. Thank you. And did you see him?
I was too busy hugging Gary.
Why didn't you dodge that?
I have to build up my endurance.
Bad idea. You're going to have someone you can't take a punch from.
Then what do I do? What was that for?
Sometimes you have to put intelligence over bravery, if you want to survive.
You know, it seems like I get worried about Justin every time he leaves the house now. We should be worried about him, especially since he has those new powers. He's got an even bigger target on his back. Exactly. I just hope those other ones won't let anything happen to him. Gary might, the others I don't know as well. You know, if it was reversed, I wouldn't be surprised if he wouldn't look out for Ty Lee. That's crazy in my opinion. If they're the only ones with those powers, why wouldn't they stick together? Their minds on lock odds. You're comparing two married people to a bunch of kids that in some cases have only known each other for a few weeks or months.
Found you.
Nowhere to run. You're really quick to give yourself up.
I'm apparently safer around you than Katrina. Do you understand why I was mad?
Of course, but she didn't mean to hit someone else.
But she did. You're still going to blindly follow her?
Katrina has a message I really like. Having children be put with someone that actively wants them removed from harmful environments. She can't do everything or make up for everybody, but she knows that too.
Her message is separating children from their parents.
Just because someone has their parents doesn't mean they're well off.
No one said that. But what gives Katrina the right to decide who's doing it right and who isn't?
I do.
Well, Gary kinda has a point. I don't want to tell you how to do things, but maybe we could keep the parents around if the kid wants to see them.
If you can't help me, go away.
I've done nothing but help you since I joined your regime.
Your hands are dirty too.
Shut up.
Gary, can you take Lazuli back to the house?
What about you?
What about me?
Don't let her sacrifice be in vain.
It isn't my intention. What are you waiting for? Leave.
I don't think you can do this.
You're probably right, but what's the alternative? You getting beat up alongside me and them doing God knows what to Lazuli while she's knocked out?
This sucks. If this was any other day, we'd have Jordan, Mar, and Ava to help us. And if we fly away, they'll just follow us back to your grandparents' house. Now we're fucked.
It may seem pointless and hopeless, but don't get too upset. If we do it just this one time, we don't ever have to repeat it. Right now, it seems like Lazuli will live to fight another day, and that makes me glad. That should be enough for you. Now, go, my friend.
You're not going to take over my planet. You've done enough damage on Earth.
Imagine how many women will be forced to do my every whim. If I'm supreme leader of Brainia, I can almost feel it.
What are you doing?
Just getting used to the scenery. Why do you insist on self-harm?
You're not me.
My body is, though.
Stop fucking touching me!
What are you trying to accomplish? Do you think by hitting me enough times you're going to suddenly push my soul out of its container? Face the music. This is my new form. I'd like to offer a different opinion.
Dad?
You're the same reptilian-looking man that attacked me a few days ago. How I've waited for my revenge. Bad news.
Dad? You really showed him! Oh, right. That water shit.
Yes, that water shit. It allows me to regenerate most parts of my body, or in this case, yours.
We'll just have to keep slicing you into pieces then.
Won't be that simple. Ava, he's managed to gain control of the elite fleet.
The robot's meant to come out when the last soldier falls?
Yes. What?
What the fuck is that?
I'm so glad your idiot father talked Tylee into letting me have control. It's been working magnificently to my benefit. I merely suggested she weigh the pros and cons. That's a lie. Such an occasion has left me feeling curious. What if I killed the three of you and then murdered those two laying outside?
Don't touch Jordan. Or Mar. Why didn't you dodge?
What part of my body do you think Tylee went to?
Tylee, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Stop messing with me.
I didn't mean to intrude while you squirmed.
I'm not. You've already served your usefulness.
I don't think so. Let's play some games.
Anytime you want to start fighting seriously, let me know.
I'm just trying to see how much he wants to move around before he gets tired.
Why'd you go with all that noise? I might not make it out of this fight. I wanted you to get your last words to me before that. Last words? Marley, come over and say your last words to Justin. Is he going on a trip? Something about the fight he can't get out of. Huh?
This is getting kind of boring.
You're not going to help me?
I'm surprised you'd want it.
It's the least you can do after stabbing me in the back.
What are you gonna do if we make it out of this?
Probably split from you permanently.
I can't let that happen.
But maybe I'd be less likely if you lent me your power.
I need you to promise.
Fine.
What the hell is that?
Do you have to ask? An old friend of ours is helping him out.
So he's cheating.
No, she's cheating. This is her Game Shark moment.
She can cheat as much as she wants. Won't spare her from her fate. Even if she flies away. I know Justin's going to go back to his house. There is no escape.
What are we gonna do?
There's only one thing we can do.
Apparently, you don't consider me a threat anymore.
Calm down, Katrina baby. Just a few more seconds until we get both of them. off me!
Your move.
Chosen One, stop this!
What's in it for me? You remember how every time you'd say you would kill yourself and take me with you. Now you're in no position of power over me. Any last words?
How about no?
Mar! Am I glad you've woken up?
I wanted to see what Bendis would do when he confronted you.
So you let me think I'd knocked you out.
Yeah, the next step was getting you to lower your guard.
Don't think that minor surprise was enough to do away with me.
Wasn't my intention.
Mar! Look out!
Cute. We might be about the same in our endurance.
But when it comes to strength, I'm on a whole other level. Where's Ty Lee?
He ate her.
Jordan, can you hear me?
Ty Lee?
Rip Chosen One's stomach with your hands.
Get off me.
I don't know what to say other than thank you.
You're welcome, but that was really hard. I'm tired.
You don't have to fight anymore.
He sure doesn't. I'll handle Bendis.
If we can find him.
Where'd he go?
I doubt that's the last we've seen of him.
So Ava's got a new recurring enemy.
My arch enemy.
I thought that's what he was for Katrina.
Someone can be the main antagonist of multiple people.
Say the word, and I'll rush over there to retrieve End.
It's fine.
Take a break, Marauder.
I'm going to miss you, Ed.
You're not serious, Katrina. You're trying to trick him, right?
Stacy, I'm gonna need your power too.
I offer my abilities not due to your success that I wish to see, but in fact out of necessity.
I understand that.
You want me to take control?
I thought you were afraid of Katrina.
At least I'll never have to worry about her again if she kills me.
I'm not dying today. I just need your endurance and Stacy's speed, and we should be able to pull this out.
They must have flown off.
They couldn't have. No one's stupid enough to run away when we know where they're going.
They could be if they know we don't want to do anything to the people there. I like Justin's grandparents. I don't wish to damage their property or do anything to them.
Same here. They took care of me when I was down on my luck. They had my respect.
Then what do you suggest we do?
We're going to need an occupation over there. I just need to figure out how it's going to be done.
Why would you save me?
I met Gary when I was 6 years old. Back then, we didn't have any people that one of us didn't like and the other one was friends with. Then Ava came along and that changed. Our separate relationships with you have been similar. You might not want to help me, but maybe you'll care enough about Gary to realize he's better for you than Katrina.
Lazuli, you're starting to wake!
Thanks for stating the obvious.
Sorry, you just don't know how glad I am to see you progress.
Where's Justin?
Don't worry too much about him right now.
I'm only laying here because I thought he had a better shot of taking down Katrina than me. I need to know.
He stayed behind to fight her and Marauder where I took you back.
No.
Looks like my friend brought my grandson back.
And I'll take you to the room I want you to put Justin in.
Okay.
Let me get a say on this. Lazuli was in way worse shape than I am. Still, you should go lay down. They're not going to believe the crazy day we had.
Are you sure you don't want to stay behind with your dad to make sure nothing else happens?
Positive.
Now we can kick back and relax. Or not.
Justin!
Lazuli.
I'd say this has been an eventful day.
So is this truly the end of Anne's ties to Katrina?
It looks like it. I doubt she'll forgive me for not killing anyone she ordered dead, let alone helping them escape.
Well, I'm sure you remember what I offered you before.
I do, but I don't get it.
What's not to get?
We're not related, and I kidnapped your grandson. Why would you take in someone like that?
You didn't just kidnap my grandson. You kidnapped Gary's best friend, and he still forgave you. Doesn't that mean I can too?
You can. But most people probably wouldn't be as forgiving.
You should know from the 4 people that sleep in my den every night that I'm not related to, that have superpowers, that we're not like most people.
Is there a catch to me staying here?
Maybe that you take out the trash. I would do it, but my back hurts.
What about Katrina? Am I gonna have to fight her?
As long as you don't fight for her or do as she commands, you can stay here.
This sounds almost too good to be true.
Well, I've laid out my rules and stipulations. Just don't mess up what we're doing against Katrina and take out the trash and you can stay. I'm not about to let the person that saved my grandson be homeless.
You offered this before, too.
I'm not about to let my friend be homeless either. What do you say?
And?
She's been one of my most loyal supporters.
I just got through another round of spying.
Nothing to see?
No, we'll try another part of San Francisco tomorrow.
You're endorsing this?
Anything Katrina baby wants? Yeah.
Wow. You lost both of them in less than a year.
Yep. If there's anything for you to take away from this story, Gary, so expect the unexpected and spend as much time with everybody you like because you never know when they're going.
That means I should spend more time with Katrina.
Her and anybody else you like.
Well, I like Gary. And you.
Well, you're welcome to come over anytime you want.
I definitely will. You tell the best stories I've heard from anyone since I came to Earth. Can I come back tomorrow?
If you can fit me and Gary in your schedule.
Oh yeah, you guys are my second and third favorite people on Earth. I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Are you enjoying this macaroni?
Yeah. When you invited me to have some with you, I jumped at the chance to come over.
You also jumped at the chance to kidnap my grandson.
Oh, that. I only did it so Katrina would like me some more.
Listen to yourself. You only kidnapped someone so someone else would like you more.
I've done that before.
Well, do the opposite. You kidnap my grandson again, you're not allowed here again.
Whoa. I didn't know you'd give me an ultimatum.
I respect that you love Katrina and that you're employed by her, but I don't respect harm being applied to my grandson on your part to satisfy her.
If he would join our side, we wouldn't target him.
I'm not on your side. Why haven't you targeted me?
Because you don't have powers and aren't seen as a threat.
Let's say Katrina ordered you to kill me right now. Would you do it? Would you do it?
No.
You hesitated. Unbelievable.
I'm sorry, but Katrina means more to me than any other person I know.
You've been coming over to my house and having a meal and a conversation with me for days now. I like to think we've developed something of a correspondence, and you're telling me you would throw that out without question for your leader.
I just said I wouldn't.
But you hesitated. If Katrina told you to cut your leg off and glue it to her backside so she could have a tail, would you do it?
What? No.
Then why can't you admit to yourself that there are things more important to you than blindly following Katrina? What happened now?
I asked her if she wanted to go eat, and she told me that her time was needed for other priorities. Then I went in her office, and she was eating alone.
Wow, I'd have thought you'd at least bring that masked woman to a meal.
I'd have thought that she'd at least be honest with me after all I've done for her.
Did you tell her how you feel?
Yeah. And then she accused me of thinking I'm owed her time, and that she would have never talked to me if she knew I considered it credit.
So she mistook you for wanting some kind of transaction.
I couldn't believe it. You know, I thought we were just getting closer, since she barely talks to anyone, and then she bites back at me.
Really makes you mad.
It's a slap in the face. I was her earliest fan out of anybody, and she thought she could treat me like that. It's like, I'm sorry, I actually wanted her and gave her the time of day before any of these people that saw her chancellor announcement knew who she was. I was the first one.
You brought this for me.
Yeah?
I would think you'd ask me for what I wanted instead of just randomly getting something.
Well, damn. Never mind.
When did it first start going downhill?
At first, she just made a couple of comments here and there. Stuff like, oh, you could have done that earlier. Or, you're not doing this as much as I want. Then it evolved.
Into what?
Her treating me like complete and utter shit after all I did was show her dedication.